Hello and welcome to the broadcast. I'm Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions as usual. Starting goalies for today's game. For the visiting Shockwave, it'll be goaltending by committee as usual. Austin Patty will get the start. Grant Crowley will take over in the second half. And for the Riverwolves, it'll be Cameron Dunkerley that gets the call. Jeremy Bailey is the crew chief. He's joined by Kyle Coulter and Mark Sands of Time. Off the opening face-off. Ball's going to roll deep in the St. Catharines end, picked up by Josh Medeiros. Gets it back out, and first possession of this game goes to the Riverwolves. Dawson out there with Keene. Cole Spear trailing. Going to the backhand, just wide of the mark was Dawson. And if you haven't seen Kyle Dawson play, exciting player here. And in transition, it's Dylan LaPrade. He'll pull that out. Think better of it. First offensive possession here for the Shockwave. Quick move there by Talon Badaway. Creased the call, and it'll get moved up the other way by the Riverwolves. Hunter Angus doing his job. Matt Lee out there. And he'll send it across to Pat Saunders. Saunders in this Paris lineup for the first time here this season. That shot from Big Clover well wide of the mark. Shot clock winding down. Dawson takes a hard hit, manages to get it, but here come the Shockwave. Kyle Kilgore, he will remain out there on offense. They'll work the half boards. Lane Smith couldn't handle that pass. He has been on fire of late. Good outlet pass, right in the pocket. Drake Smith has a runner trailing. Good defense as they close the door on Saunders. And he remains, as well as Drake Smith, in that crease area. Possession will go to the Shockwave. Early in this one, 13:20 to go here. First quarter, Shockwave, Riverwolves. Two teams come in having played well of late. Shockwave, of course, lost their first two games of the season, have reeled off three straight. And when you look at these Riverwolves, they're looking awfully good. Second place, 2-on-1, big save made by Austin Patty. And now the Shockwave will counter with LaPrade. LaPrade will work it to Vandersall. That shot, good save made there. So Dunkerley's doing his job in the early goings at one end, Patty at the other, and it'll be big Brett Clover that will set things up. Leaning in is Saunders. Too much bounce on that bounce shot, and it'll go up the other way with the Shockwave. Had a chance to speak with both coaches prior to today's game, of course, and the Shockwave looking with a young team. It's about having the youngsters buying into the system that Ron Mouser Henry and Clancy Almas have designed. That's been a successful recipe, obviously, as they are the defending champs. You look at that, the pick and roll D, important as these Riverwolves utilize that pick and roll to get their big guns open. And, of course, some trick defenses to try to counter the offensive firepower that the Riverwolves have, as you can see, doing a good job tracking down that loose ball. So a good effort there by Connor Goodwin. Comes for naught, and the Shockwave now will bring it up over the timeline, flip to Lane Smith. Smith has been on fire of late. Good skip pass, and that will go awry, and in transition, here come the Riverwolves. Late check on a heck of a back check from Lane Smith. Boy, he put on the Jets when he needed to, and did a good job to track down that offensive player. Certainly get you those details there as Brian Neufeld the flip back. Rescued there. Good move to duck in. Late stick check, though. was made. So Badaway does a good job, and this time it's behind the net. Excellent work by Brian Neufeld. As he opens the scoring, it's 1-0 Shockwave. Rob King and Steve Lee will become very familiar with each other here, as this time around the possession will go to the Monarchs. As Josh Medeiros caught on the other side, good forechecking, and it's going to be Rob King that's going to pick that up, get it over the timeline, and he'll do a drop-off. Good job defensively by Lee, as he's going to mark Kyle Dawson here and stay in the middle. Clofer out there. Matt Lee strolls out, and they'll start things on that left side. Medeiros, an opening, underhands. Good save made by Austin Patty. And the Shockwave now with a one-pass outlet, and they'll get it over the timeline. Isaac van der Zalm will flip. Lane Smith comes in, second leading scorer on this team, but he's averaging 8 points a game. He's got 19 goals, 5 helpers, and he has certainly been the main threat here for the Shockwave. Lead pass in the basket, in alone, and another big save made by Patty. So a good chance for Curtis Hall. He comes up empty, and now it's going to be Saul van der Zalm that'll get it over the timeline and wait for the offense to go to work. Neufeld, half boards, left side. Under 10 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Smith will trail, stay at the top. Neufeld gets a screen, flips it to van der Zalm, can't connect, and it'll get moved up over the timeline. Dustin Pratt had a notion, picked up that loose ball, and he'll retreat and get it to Dan Keene. Dan Keene will set things up. He'll wait for some assistance. Saunders out there with him, as is Spears. Start things on that left side. Connor Goodwin out there as well. That shot steered aside by Patty. A race there. Good hustle by Keene, but it's won by Isaac van der Zalm. Doesn't have the numbers. Gets it to Lane Smith. LaPrade back to Smith. Smith shot stopped. So a good pass play comes for naught, though, as a good save made by Cameron Dunkerley, and Cole Spear now will settle things down. Good flow here in the early going of this game as teams continue to go back and forth. Cole Spear. Good overhand, low corner, just tied this game 1-1. Spear with his first of the game, his 14th of the season. He comes in the second leading point getter with 22-23 now, and off the draw, it's Jordan Holtby. He's going to get a step, curl back out, wait for some assistance, and he'll send it back out. Kyle Pedwell out there, and as is Badaway and Neufeld. Shot clock with plenty of time. Riverwolves get it up, and it's Gabriel Iozzo. Got a trailer, and he'll hold it, take it himself. Good save made there by Patty, as that goes off the face mask and the screen, and that will take us to our first officials timeout. Set to resume with 8:11 to go here, opening quarter. Of course, the Riverwolves in their home whites, Shockwave in their away golds. Round the horn it goes. Out there, Clofer at the top's got Spear and Keene on that right side. Look over on the left, Goodwin and Dawson will round out as they're going to wait, send it down to Keene. That's where it starts. Keene's going to race out. Goaltender's leaving, late possession, big shot there, save made, and transition. Have to hurry to get back in the net. Not able to get it cleanly, though. We'll look for some help. LaPrade runs out of room and goes into the goaltender. So Blake Dunford, good effort, wasn't able to come away with that lead pass cleanly. And it looks like we may have our first penalty of this game. So it is Dylan LaPrade that will be saddled with a 2-minute interference call. First power play of this game goes to the Riverwolves as they'll work it around the horn. Keen's at the top, out there with Goodwin and Saunders on that left side. Matt Lee, and hello, Mr. Saunders, as he parks his first of the Arena Lacrosse League season. And it's 2-1 Riverwolves. Impressive as that was, Paris come in with a power play percentage of 37%. The penalty kill 60% for the Shockwave, so odds certainly not in the favor. Either way, a power play marker has given the Riverwolves a 1-goal lead. Lane Smith, big sidearm, good stop made by Dunkerley, and he'll get it now and look for the outlet. Sends away Iozzo. Iozzo will pull up the brakes on the half boards and wait for Big Clofer to come in. Clofer will shift it around to Saunders over on that left side. Too much action on that illegal screen. Possession will go to the Shockwave. 6.5 to go here, opening quarter. Quinn Halligan does a good job to get it over, and the offense now will go through Brian Neufeld. Neufeld, half board, swings it. Badaway didn't have a good passing angle. Got to hurry now, under 10 on the shot clock. That shot results in a turnover, and here come the Riverwolves in transition. Drake Smith following up. Keene dumps it over. Big overhand, finds the mark. So when in doubt, Hunter Angus go to the fundamentals, work that overhand for accuracy, and it's 3-1 Riverwolves. Just a note, plenty of good bodies missing from this Shockwave lineup. You got Johnny Jimerson out, Mitch DeMont, Brooker Muir, Alex Henry, Chris Atwood, and Gates Abrams all MIA here for this game, so it'll be up to Lane Smith and company to pick up the slack. They'll work it on the right side, swing it over. Lane Smith got an opening, goes right upstairs to the bucket, picks up the loose ball, gets a double team, flips it. Neufeld shot upstairs as well, stopped again by Dunkerley, and he will surround it now and look for an outlet. Has to step out and lobs one up and over to Pratt. Pratt comes away with it, and he'll wait for the offensive reinforcements as a delayed penalty will send the Riverwolves on a power play for the second time. Lee out there, net empty at the other end, 5 on the shot clock. Spear goes to the bounce shot, stop, picks up the rebound, up, down, takes a hard hit, another good save, rebound wide, still loose. Shot clock's been reset, and finally it gets touched. And for the second time in this game, the Riverwolves will have the man advantage. Brian Neufeld, the guilty party, 2 minutes for slashing. Riverwolves are 1 for 1 on the power play. Lee out there with Spear on that right side. Keene at the top. He's got it, swings it over to the left. Saunders out there with Goodwin, and off the post was Lee. Keene picks it up, too much bounce. Goes off the screen, and Austin Patty dodges a bullet or two. And he's going to have to send the outlet, zipped up the middle. And a good job to get it over the timeline was Badaway. Badaway now will work some clock. 1.5 minutes to go in the man short. He's going to work those half boards. No need to pressure, and he's going to go for a bit of a run. Dumps it back out to a cutter. Backhand stopped by Dunkerley. So a good attempt there by Tyler O'Brien. Tried to slip that backhand by Dunkerley. He was having none of it. Keene now will set things up here with just over 1 minute to go. Same unit out there with Spears, Lee, and Keene on that right side. Goodwin and Saunders on the left. That one gets deflected. A good job by Holtby. In the crease now, picked up and not able to move it up quick enough, and the Riverwolves pounce on it. So Quinn Halligan had a chance, wasn't able to get it out of the defensive end cleanly. And now Paris will get another opportunity in the offensive end. Keene with a bullet. Almost slips by But a good job to pick that up, and here comes Hopi. He'll lug it over the timeline. 3:20 to go here in the first. 20 seconds left in the man short. Lane Smith out there with Hopi. Hopi will swing it around to the right, and they'll dump it down into that corner. 5 on the shot clock. Lane Smith will go through the interchange. Vanderzalm Isaac with the shot. Picked up, and here come Paris. Back the other way. Hunter Angus will flip, and Saunders will flip it to Clofer. Clofer now will stop, set things up, gets it to Lee. Lee swings it around. Saunders bounces off one, gets it over to Clofer. Good save made by Hopi. Rebound picked up. No reset, 4 on the clock. Matt Lee, good move to go by. Beauty move. Matt Lee can count that one, his first of the game, and it's 4-1 Paris. Two and a half to go here. First quarter off the draw. It's the Shockwave that come away with it. It's Lee. Lee will try that backhand pass. Gets to the corner. Behind the net now, it's LaPrade. LaPrade looking for some help, looking for a cutter. Gets it back out. Pedwell tees it up. And a good save made by Dunkerley. He's going to get it, and that'll take us to our second official's timeout. Ready to go as a good job to race it over the timeline was Connor Goodwin. As he, no substitute for speed, but a little bit of pressure forced that bad pass, and here come the Shockwave just over the reach of Lee. Right back to Dunkerley, and he'll send it up to Spears, who will get it to Keene. Keene one-on-one, leans in, has Vanderzalm on him. Good defense there by the Shockwave. Halligan battling in that corner. It's Goodwin that comes away with it. He pops it back out. Saunders will settle it down, get it over to Spear. Spears will stop, wait, survey the situation, look for an opening, gets it to Keene. Keene now swinging around left side. Saunders, big shot, stop made by Patty, and there'll be another penalty call. This time it will go to the Riverwolves. So no power play opportunity, as it'll be coincidental minors to Hopeby and Dawson with 1:24 to go here in this first quarter. Pedwell will start the offense. They'll get over to Neufeld. Neufeld skip pass. Knocked down, but good job to corral that. Shockwave still working. Plenty of time on the shot clock. And Kyle Pedwell weaves through traffic, 2 defenders, and buries the bounce. You look at this Shockwave team, and when you think goals, you certainly talk Lane Smith, Brian Neufeld are certainly a couple names that come to mind. And right off the bat, a good job by Dunford as he'll peel out. But when you can get something from your transition guys like Kyle Pedwell and Dylan LaPrade, that bodes well. As Lane Smith working one-on-one, going to be a handful for Iotzo. That shot wide of the mark. Iotzo takes a hit from Neufeld, gets it back, fighting to get it over the timeline. He does. Drake Smith's in alone. Smith goes to the far corner and doesn't sneak by. Good save made by Austin Patty. And he'll move it up to Neufeld as we're in 30 seconds in this quarter. Neufeld, Lane Smith, 2-man game on the left side. Smith will wait, get it back to the top. Quick pass. Neufeld bounce shot stopped by Dunkerley. Rebound picked up, new clock. Smith, 15 on the game clock, left in the quarter. Smith getting worked over by King. Hesitation, flip back to Neufeld. That's going to go back and be a violation. 7.5 seconds deep in the St. Catharines end. Possession to Angus. Angus. Lee, going to have to hurry. Backhand try. Still sitting there, picked up. Just wide of the mark, and 15 minutes are in the books. 4-2, Riverwolves. All locked and loaded for quarter number 2. Off the draw, it's Iotzo doing a good job. Teeters on that line with LaPrade on him, but gets it over, and possession will go to the Riverwolves here as we start this second quarter. Josh Medeiros out there. Saunders will swing it, take a hard hit. Keene hesitates, moves it in, flips it back. Cole Spear goes to the overhand, stop, rebound, stopped again. So some good goaltending by Patty. Outlet to LaPrade. LaPrade, one man to beat. He's going to take it, roll off, get a good shot. Good save made by Dunkerley, and he'll move it up. Connor Watson will think better of it, pull it aside, and swing it over to the right side. Drake Smith. Smith will kick it back. Saunders now one-on-one. Had a notion, held up on it. It was like a check swing. Still fighting to get it back. He does. Flip back. Drake Smith, quick shot! So it's all about the release and the accuracy as Drake Smith finds the mark, and it's 5-2 Paris. So just when the Shockwave close the gap to within 2, Riverwolves get one to restore that 3-goal cushion, and now they've got possession with Iozzo. He'll swing it around, and Medeiros will wait for the rest of the troops, get it over. Saunders now. Clofer laid out that backdoor right side, ducks in, overhand. So Brett Clofer finding the mark with the bounce shot, 6-2 Paris. So we all know that from an entertainment standpoint that a big underhand or the backhand are always good highlight goals, but these guys seem to have gone right back to the basics. Dan Keene, bounce shot. Good overhand bounce shot is an awfully tough shot to stop for any goaltender. And case in point, LaPrade going to the overhand. That was a bit of a change-up as he got stick check at the last minute. Van der Zalm picks it up. Working on one, rolls off another, gets it to LaPrade. LaPrade will swing it around. Offense will set things up. They'll go to Neufeld, left side. Give and go. Bounce, too much on it. So a good idea from Cody Menzies. Looked like it may have gotten a piece. That's what crew chief Jeremy Bailey had to say as we are in a two-man crew with Mark Sands. Unfortunately, no Kyle Coulter. So a two-man system. Pedwell will kick it back out. Van der Zalm, Saul this time. Snuck through, but not over that line. Possession now with Drake Smith and the Riverwolves. Smith will get it over the timeline and dump it off to Dawson. Dawson out there with Saunders on that left side. Keene at the top. They get it over to Saunders. Saunders will lean in. Good dump into Lee. Lee not able to corral it as of yet. Still battling for it as Dawson. Good job to come away with it was Van der Zalm. Still battling. Goodwin in there. He comes away with it, slips two, comes around, spins off one, goes to the bounce, stopped though by Patty, and he'll move it up. Here come the Shockwave. 12 minutes to go here in the second. St. Catharines trailing by 4. Down low, Lane Smith. Shot stopped by Dunkerley. He pounces on that and sends away the Riverwolves. Watson, backdoor, Spear. Spear's going to wait for help, and he does as he'll get it over to Saunders. Saunders looking for Keene. Big save made by Patty. Here come the Shockwave in transition. Lee runs into Smith. He'll pull it out, and he'll wait for some assistance. Pedwell usually in there for transition, and Smith's going to get tagged with a high stick as he got that up high on Pedwell looking for a cutter. Neufeld, net empty, tried to work it in tight to Lee, and finally touched by the Riverwolves as the Shockwave will go on their first power play of this game. St. Catharines with working at a 48% efficiency rate on the power play. Riverwolves 61% on the PK. Lane Smith just wide of the mark. And it's going to be vital if the Shockwave are going to make a comeback here in this game. Lane Smith's going to have to find his groove, so to speak, as they certainly need his firepower. And with minute 45 left in the penalty, Riverwolves will try to work some clock. Dawson will swing it up top, and it's Lee. Expect Lee to keep it up high as he's out there with Saunders. Skip pass across to Spear. Spear now looking for an opening. Gets it to Lee. Saunders inching in closer on that left side. Tiptoeing around that crease area, looking to come in. Has Van der Zalm on him. That shot stopped by Patty. Rebound. Saunders had it momentarily. Here comes Neufeld, wrong stick side. Doesn't have the numbers as he will pull it back out. O'Brien had Lane Smith cutting down on that crease. Couldn't get it to him. And now it gets moved up by the Riverwolves. Curtis Hall. Hall will kick it back out, work some clock with Watson. Under a minute to go now in the penalty. Clofer will step underneath that pass and keep it up top as under 10 on the shot clock. Clofer has a notion, goes into the underhand. Patty had to make a good save on a good quick shot. Clofer will retreat to the bench, and here comes Hopi. 30 seconds left in the man advantage. Neufeld out there, Lane Smith on that left side with Badaway. Neufeld, Pedwell, tough pass to handle as that was a backhand pass right in the breadbasket. Smith recovers, gets it out. Badaway, gonna have to hurry, 2 on the shot clock. Tough angle on target. Dunkerley picks it up. Dunkerley with a good throw on the money to Medeiros, and it looks like there's gonna be a too many men call at the very least, or so a penalty shot has been called, and it's going to be Lane Smith against Dunkerley. Lane Smith, money in the bank. He saunters in, picks that low corner. And we'll certainly give you a bit of an explanation on that, I guess, once we get clarification. But penalty shot was called, and Lane Smith with the finish pulls the Shockwave to within 3. So I believe the clarification is there were actually 3 penalties called on that one play. So with that said, that will result in 2 men in the box and a penalty shot. That's the case, as there was an unsportsmanlike called on top of that. So now there are 2 men in the box for Paris, and the Shockwave now with the advantage. Lane Smith goes to the far corner, and that ends up in the padding of Dunkerley. And now it's going to be the Riverwolves to move it up. Pedwell with a stick check. They haven't changed the score to 6-3 yet. But it's Saunders now. Going to have to work some clock. Minute 25 left in the double minors. Saunders had Keene cutting, and now look, sending that up backdoor. Lane Smith one more time. Breakaway. Lane Smith tried to go same side. Dunkerley comes up this time. LaPrade will pick it up. Shockwave will go back to work with just over a minute to go in the power play. LaPrade was going to play safety. Instead, they changed the personnel. Get 4 out there. Neufeld, Lane Smith dumps it over. Quick stick attempt. Can't connect. They do have the insurance under 10 on the shot clock. Pedwell shifts it down. Smith kicks it out. Neufeld. Smith tried to put it in on the quick stick. Dunkerley hustling for it. Can't get it. Lane Smith goes to the crease dive. Too much crease on the dive. Possession to Paris. 34 seconds to kill. 7:35 to go here in this half. Watson will air one out and get it back to the top, and it's Goodwin. Goodwin with 2 defenders on him. He's going to switch hands. Dipsy doodle in and avoid the line and the defenders. Van der Zalm on him. And a good job by Goodwin. Finally, Hopi with a great check as Van der Zalm slow to get up. And in transition here comes Halligan. Neufeld will swing it back out. Smith. Penalties are over now. Team's back to full strength. On the interchange, good hard shot, but right on the money by Menzies. And it's picked up, and here come the Riverwolves the other way. 3-goal lead for Paris here with 6:40 to go in the half. Matt Lee comes flying out of that back door. Stop made by Patty. Patty will return it, send away Laprade. Laprade had an opening, cuts back in, spins back to the stick side, gets it over to Neufeld, who plays the carom. Neufeld will slow things down. He'll get it back out to Smith. Smith will set it up. Kick it over. Leaning in was O'Brien. Tried to flip it, couldn't get it. Goes in hard after that loose ball. And a good job there boxing out was Jordan Medeiros. And it's Iotso that has it just over the timeline. And looks like there's just too much jawing going on. And official Mark Sands has had enough as well, as looks like Matt Lee the guilty party. Too much to say. So for the third time in this game, the Shockwave will go on a power play. They are 0 for 2. As Matt Lee will spend 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike, and Brian Neufeld, second of the game. Off the draw, Steve Lee knocks it back, and he'll get it to Austin Patty, who will look to move it up. Going to have to hurry, and sends the pass away. Good job by Isaac van der Zalm as he gets it to Neufeld. Neufeld, two-man game. Lane Smith goes airborne. Too much bounce on the hop as Lane Smith skied in over that crease. Couldn't find the mark. Riverwolves now bring it back. Watson will flip and retreat. Get it over to Saunders. Saunders looking for the give and go. Pat Saunders. How about that finish? 7-4 Riverwolves. Paris a bit undisciplined here, as it's Josh Medeiros that will spend 2 minutes for slashing and give this Shockwave power play another chance. Backdoor play, Talon bat away. And he was a bad man picking that corner. 7-5. Second power play marker of the game for the Shockwave. King and Lee still doing battle. This time gets nullified, and it's the Riverwolves that pick it up, and it's moved up. Watson will wait for a trailer. Has King. Hits King. King tries to go. Big save made by Patty. Under 4.5 to go here. Lee will counter the other way. Watson doing everything in his power to try to get at that stick. Tries to flip it. Good save made by Dunkerley. Remains around the crease area. Good hustle there by Menzies. Had to go with a scoop pickup. Didn't have enough time to do the traditional one, and the Riverwolves come away with it over the timeline. Another delayed penalty coming, this time to the Shockwave. Dunkerley will hustle and make that long run to the bench. Extra man out there with 10. Lee slips his way in, goes to the far side, and save made by Austin Patty. And for the third time in this game, the Riverwolves will go to work with a man advantage. Too many men on the floor, the call, and just looking to get some clarification here, as that was the case. There was no one in the box for the Shockwave. And good to go now with 3:47 to go. Spear out there with Lee on that right side. Keen's at the top. Saunders and Goodwin man that left side. Good passing, snap it around. Everyone gets a touch. Saunders, big overhand stop. Rebound picked up. Goodwin, another good save made. Boston Patty stepping up. Hope he tried to release it. Got knocked down by Lee, and a fresh clock here for the Riverwolves. Minute and a half left in the penalty. Lee will swing it across. They get it to Saunders. Saunders will inch his way in. Keene facilitating as usual. Will try to gap that box. Saunders, angle, has room, up, down, saved by Patty. Close that door, and he'll send LaPrade away, and LaPrade will go hard to the net. Drake Smith after him. Bounce shot. Smith does a good job to get a piece of the stick, and it'll get countered the other way. LaPrade, again, a little too quick on the move. Sorry, not LaPrade, my mistake. Kyle Kilgore, and it's Saunders now. Had a notion to attack that diamond. And back to the box of the Shockwave. Keene. Spear tees it up. Too much bounce off the rafters. And with 2.5 to go and 42 seconds left, here come the Shockwave. Chance to close the gap. Trailing by 2 here. Holtby will keep that arm extended and try and kill some clock. Under 30 to go in the penalty. Holtby, 10 on the shot clock. He'll wait. Got Dustin Pratt on him, gives it away. Lane Smith, as usual, shots on target. And Iotso now will get it over the timeline. Last chance here with 5 seconds in the power play. Saunders will think better of it, gets it to Clofer. Penalty is over. And that loose ball will get picked up by Pedwell. He takes a hard hit. Good job there by Goodwin. Flips it to Saunders, goes airborne, gets it. Backdoor Keene. They'll settle it down. Minute and a half to go here in this first half. Smith, Keene, half boards, right side. Dawson will swing it around. Saunders skip pass. Smith, backhand, quick stick, robbed by Patty. Austin Patty standing and delivering here in the late goings of this second quarter. And Hopi now will leg it over the timeline as we inch closer to the final minute here of this first half. Hopi, good spin move, dumps it off, and just a little too quick on the move was Menzies. And it's picked up, and here come the Riverwolves. Under a minute to go now here in the second. Watson. Saunders, wrong stick side. Patty, good save there. Rebound gobbled up by Dunford. Headman, great grab as LaPrade had it, lost it, picked up though by Josh Medeiros. He'll counter the other way. Medeiros, spear, bounce shot, low corner. Talk about transition, well done by the Riverwolves. Spear's 15th goal of the season comes at a very good time for the Riverwolves. Late here in the second quarter and off the draw. Good work by Watson as he's taken in there, and timeout will be called by the Riverwolves with 29.9 seconds to go in the second. So the stage is set here with just under 30 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Riverwolves will play for the last shot as Saunders will swing it over to Keene. And the Riverwolves will try to pad this lead here before the end of the second. Spear, half boards. Good pressure by Steve Lee. 15 on the game clock. They get it over to the left side. Goodwin swings it. Keene, they tried the quick stick to Saunders. Picked up by LaPrade. Knocked down by Lee. 3. Going to have to hurry. Sneaks that one through, but that's going to do it. 30 minutes are in the books. 8-5 Riverwolves. Set to go here for third quarter. Lance Wynn alongside JVI Productions, and good job by Iotso right off the bat to pounce on that loose ball and give the Riverwolves first possession here of this third quarter. Keene Out there with Medeiros and Spear. Dawson as well. Quick shot there by Saunders, and save made by Grant Crowley, who has taken over between the pipes this second half for the Shockwave. LaPrade, wrong stick side, zips one across. Shot just high and wide. Neufeld does a good job to keep it in the offensive end. He's got 10 seconds to work with as my counter goes a little awry. Lane Smith at the top. 5 on the shot clock. Gonna have to hurry. Neufeld looking for the cutter. Good defense there. That by Curtis Hall. And now the Riverwolves will move it up with Connor Watson. Watson will flip and retreat. The big man, Brett Clofer, now will set things up. Here comes the rest of the offense. Dawson fills in. Goodwin out there with Saunders. Kick over and keen shot. Stopped by Crowley, and a good outlet goes to Halligan. Halligan does his job, gets it to Lane Smith. Smith now to the quarterback, Neufeld. Neufeld and Smith will work things on that left side. Wait for Van der Zalm playing a lot more offense. On the run, big shot, steered aside. So a good save made there by Dunkerley. And Lane Smith, probably one of the best in this league, certainly at quick release shots, as just a tad bit overly aggressive to say the least, is Dustin Pratt. He's going to find himself with, at the very least, 2 minutes. Pratt in the box, and for the 6th time in this game, the Shockwave will go to work on a power play. They are 2 for 4. Round the horn, Neufeld at the top. Skip pass, kick it out. Bat away. Had a notion, swing it around. Shooter spot, good hard shot by Menzies. Stop. They get the rebound, reset. Again, Neufeld out there. Menzies, bat away. Lane Smith, good shot by Menzies. Again, another good save by Dunkerley. Again, a rebound picked up by Kyle Pedwell. He'll swing it back out to Neufeld. Minute 25 in the power play. Lane Smith, he'll inch in. They've been working the right side. That shot took a changeup. So a little off speed from Neufeld. Changed the bounce, found the top corner. 3rd power play marker of the game. It's 8-6. $12:20 to go here. Off the draw, Rob King does a nice job to pick that up, but turns it over. And in transition, it's Van der Zalm. Van der Zalm shot stopped by Dunkerley. Tried to race in and keep it alive. LaPrade battling for it in that corner. Van der Zalm jumped back in the mix. King's in there as well, and a scrum ensues. Possession will go up to the Riverwolves. And they'll move it up over the timeline. Angus spins off one check and gets it down to Cole Spear. Wide open, Dawson stopped by Crowley. Picked up. Here come the Shockwave. Kilgore moves it up. Neufeld. Halligan, wrong stick side. Big save made by Dunkerley. Big rebound there. Spear had it momentarily and picks it up in the offensive end. Matt Lee will get it to Saunders. Goodwin. Right off the logo. Saved by Crowley. Rebound picked up Riverwolves. Cole Spear tees it up with the underhand. Cole Spear getting it done. Once again, the Riverwolves seem to have an answer for everything the Shockwave throw at them, as St. Kitts will have possession here, and it's Van der Zalm. He'll get it to Neufeld. Neufeld got ahead of steam, dumps it off. Van der Zalm. King had a bit of a hook on that stick. Had enough of it, and now it's going to be Iozzo. Iozzo puts on the Jets. He's going to go to the far side. Save made by Crowley. And Crowley now will move it up to Halligan. Shockwave will try to counter. Go on the attack. Neufeld. Headman pass. Beauty try, but a better save. So Dunkerley has stepped up. Lane Smith sitting wrong stick side crease. He'll trot around looking for a screen. Neufeld kicks it over. Pedwell swing. Lane Smith wide. Good job to keep it in the offensive end by Menzies. Menzies bounce shot. How about Cody Menzies getting it done with the bounce? So one good answer deserves another as these two teams continue to go blow for blow. We're just creeping in on the 10-minute mark here of this third quarter. Dawson's going to slow it down, wait for Saunders. Saunders works behind the net, give and go. Late on that pass as Dawson was on his wrong stick side. Keene bails him out, goes for the crease dive, toe on the line, possession to the Shockwave. Dunford will move it up. And Neufeld now and the St. Kitts offense will look to go to work here. 9:45 to go. Neufeld peels out, gets it back to the top. Gets it back. Big shot. Good shoulder save made by Dunkerley. And he'll get it, and he'll send away Pratt. Pratt in no hurry, flips to Smith. Smith will inch his way closer. Goes to the overhand, stopped by Crowley. Picked up. Good spin move by O'Brien. He's going to leg it over the timeline. He does, and he'll wait for some assistance. Dumps it off. Seamus Shanahan out there. Haven't seen him in that first half. Good to see him out there on the carpet for the Shockwave. Ball loose and picked up by the Riverwolves as they come away with it. Too much extra corrects going on. Possession, Shanahan. Shockwave. Shanahan will look, dump it down. Lane Smith will spin off one, go to the net. Teeters on it. Good save by Dunkerley. Dunkerley now will send the outlet to Medeiros. Josh Medeiros hesitates. Now puts on the Jets. They got numbers. Medeiros goes to the sidearm wide of the mark. Saved from going in that over the timeline, and a diving play by Medeiros as a good save made by Crawley. Medeiros still laying in that crease area, gets up very slowly. And we'll see where the possession lies. It looks like it'll be a draw ball, and probably a good idea to maybe send that into our officials' timeout as well, and that appears to be the case. King and Lee back in that circle as the last possession resulted in a draw ball. Fight continues. Shockwave come away with it, and they're going to head in the right direction now and move it up. Neufeld has numbers. Neufeld goes to the short side. Brian Neufeld. Man, did he thread the needle there. Neufeld with his fourth of the game, and it's a one-goal lead for the Riverwolves. This is as close as the Shockwave have been since the first few minutes. Riverwolves looking to answer. Rob King will get it over. Good job to go up, down. Goodwin. Just one or two fakes too many. And it's LaPrade now that counters the other way. He's got Neufeld with him. Neufeld takes it a bounce shot. Stopped by Dunkerley. As he closed the 5-hole, Dunkerley's going to air it out. The length of the carpet. Good job by Goodwin to track that down. And he'll get it over to Matt Lee. Lee will look to make a move. Dumps it to Keene. That's going to be a check-in from behind call on Halligan. Saunders tees it up. And an easy save made by Crawley. It is going to be an illegal cross-check. Paris 1 for 3 with the man advantage. Keene's out there with Spear and Lee on the right side. Looks like Dawson and Saunders on the left. Keene, good composure until he throws that away. Dawson bails him out. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Lee gets a step, works in tight quarters. Hope he closes that door. He'll move it up and loft it. It's LaPrade, though. Saunders does a good job to get back. Hope's going to jump in the rush. Hope, wrong stick side. Goes to the bounce. Dunkerley save. Loose on the carpet. Saunders battles for it, wins the battle for that loose ball. And now they'll have to move it up over the timeline, and they do to Keene. 6:40 to go here. Minute 15 to go in the man advantage. Spear will work that right side with Lee. Everyone will get a touch here. Saunders will slide in the middle, change the angle, and Saunders Slips one short side on Crawley for his third of this game. 10-8. Off the draw, Lee gets it back. And he's got a defender on him. Does a good job to roll and head in the other direction. Gets it over the timeline. And he'll flip and set things up with Badaway. Badaway and Neufeld on that left side. Neufeld working ISO. Delayed penalty coming to the Riverwolves, and that is a BB up top. They are going to nullify that goal as Steve Lee and Hunter Angus get tangled up. And it looks like both those two could end up in the sin bin. Unfortunately, that could have nullified a beautiful finish. So Lee and Angus, the guilty parties, it's going to be Angus that is going to receive the extra 2 as the instigator. And now one more time, Shockwave, they've got 3 power play goals already in this game. Go back to work with a man advantage. Neufeld. Menzies teed that up, looked to get the rebound. Instead, it's Pratt that picks it up. He hangs on to it. He's got Drake Smith with him. Got a trailer coming in. Saunders, that's deflected. Crowley has it. He'll look to counter the other way. Gets it over to Vanderzal. Saul out there with his brother Isaac. He'll retreat. Neufeld scoops it up. It'll be Badaway and Smith on that left side. And they'll wait for Menzies to get in position with Pedwell. Wide open on the doorstep is Smith. Got it in the post area. Wasn't able to beat Dunkerley. Dunkerley, a beauty pass to Watson. Watson doesn't have the numbers. He'll pull it out. Just over a minute left in the power play. A minute now to kill here for the Riverwolves, leading this one by 2. We're under 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Clofer. Clofer's going to use his size to lean in. Gets pushed out on the double team. Both defenders work him. He kills the 30-second clock. Does a good job. And with 40 to go, here come the Shockwave. Neufeld. Menzies will slip into that right shooter spot. Pedwell will remain on the right crease, looking to back in on Iotso. Gets a shot off. Stop. Fresh clock. Lane Smith. Badaway will get it to the top. Neufeld will inch his way in. Menzies got to step in closer on that play. Not able to catch it cleanly. He's going to have to battle for it. Goes in just a little too hard, and that's going to nullify the power play as Menzies going to get saddled with an illegal cross-check. And that power play opportunity has officially been squandered by the Shockwave. So with the net empty at the other end for 5 seconds, the Riverwolves will hold it. Then they'll go on a power play. 4 minutes to go here in the third. It's been an outstanding game so far. Saunders out there with Keene. Keene underhand, fishing for that 5-hole. Crowley had that closed. Outlet again. Good job by Saunders. Read that like a book. He's going to attack now. Saunders, quick shot. Crowley, big save. Hopi manages to track it down and lost it up, and it's going to be Vanderzalm. Vanderzalm, defenders there. He's going to think better of it, and he'll wait for some assistance. Minute 20 to go in the penalty. Vanderzalm will work out there with Pedwell and Shanahan. 5-on-3. Not sure. An illegal screen on Spears will get the ball back as wait and see here what the call is from Mark Sands. So a delay a game call will put another Shockwave in the box. And Paris now with a 2-man advantage will go to work. Down low. Saunders looking to pick that corner. Close quarters. Picked up. Saunders point blank off the post. Medeiros not able to field it. Doesn't matter. It's a reset as it did catch some metal. And 40 seconds left in the first penalty, minute 32 in the recent one. Saunders, no look. Keene, back to Saunders. Careful here not to get too cute. Hopi battling for it. Gets some help from LaPrade. LaPrade takes the stick right out of Goodwin's hands. Interference to call. Possession going to go to the Shockwave. So some good defensive work there by the defensive core in LaPrade and Hopi. And LaPrade now will snap it up. Lane Smith. Good hesitation. He'll bull his way past two defenders. Has another one to beat. Smith will peel out. Shed Drake Smith. And draw the double team. They'll work him. He'll work some clock. 10 on the shot clock. Smith still has it. Still a bit overly aggressive. The call is possession to the Riverwolves. And they'll move it up. One penalty over. 45 seconds to go in the power play. 2 minutes left in the third. Keene, Saunders will wait. Clofer sets a big screen. Saunders, overhand bullet. Man, did he ever work that top corner. Saunders all over it for the fourth time in this game. Second power play marker for the Riverwolves. So whatever the Shockwave bench said to official Mark Sands, he certainly took exception, as another 2-minute bench minor has been issued to the Shockwave. So the Riverwolves will go back to work on the power play again. Push this time will give possession to the Gold. Awfully hard to come back in a game when you're playing a man down, as Shanahan out there with Neufeld, Menzies, and LaPrade. Looking for an opening. Pedwell, short-handed, keeps his team alive here. It's 11-9. So set to go now with under a minute 25. That was a 4-minute major for unsportsmanlike given to the Shockwave, and the Riverwolves now leading this one 11-9 after that shorty from Pedwell. Will send their power play unit out there as we roll into the final minute of the third. Saunders out there with Keene, Spear, Lee, Goodwin. They'll go around the horn. Keene couldn't resist, took good overhand, stopped by Crawley. Hopi will lob it up the middle, and it's Vanderzalm. Isaac that will peel out. Play on as he's got a defender on him. Lots of time to kill on this 4-minute major, as trapped in there against the boards. And that now is going to be possession to Paris with 26 seconds to go in this third. Pratt will get it out. Keene now will send it up to Spears. Spears will find Lee, and they'll set things up. 15 on the game clock. Keene, Saunders, two-man game. Working it. Spear, sidearm, low corner. I don't think Crawley saw it. Another power play marker for the Riverwolves. Lee and King, and they're just going to work it and try to get a quick shot. They do. Crowley had to make a last-second save, but we have played 3 in the books. Locked and loaded quarter number 4 here, as it's going to come down to the final 15 minutes. And just to get you caught up on some earlier scores here for Week 7 as Lane Smith and Neufeld go to work. Big save from Dunkerley, and he will get it up. And here come the Riverwolves. Whitby Steelhawks, 15-11 winners over the Oshawa Outlaws yesterday. Whitby improves to 6-0. Oshawa falls to 2-4 in the night game. Great move there, Cole Spear. Man, getting the job done in tight quarters. That's his 5th of the game. And the lead now is 13-9. Off the draw, it's going to be LaPrade battling for it. Gets knocked back, and a good job by the Shockwave to pick it up. Lane Smith is going to try to spin off a defender in Pratt. King there to help. Looking for Pedwell. That goes errant and over the line. That's going to be a violation. Possession to the Riverwolves as they'll pick it up deep in the offensive end. Keene will start things half boards right side. Dawson, he's been awfully quiet here in this game, but they haven't needed him. There have been some exceptional play from Pat Saunders, who has jumped into the lineup, as well as Cole Spears, who has gotten the job done. That's Cole Spear, by the way. I believe no S. Lane Smith tees that up, takes out a defender. Loose in the slot. Shanahan just missed on that far corner. Smith picked that up. No reset, but plenty of time on the shot clock as Neufeld now work it left side. He'll dump it off. Vanderzalm spins. Good save made by Dunkley. Picked up, and what a goal from Lane Smith. Talk about hops. Getting it done in close. And again, the St. Catharines Shockwave keeping their hopes alive. Lane Smith continues to monopolize the highlight reels. Good play there. Medeiros with a chop goes up, down, and in the corner. Josh Medeiros, transition lacrosse, gets it back in a blink of an eye, and it's 14-10. Just about to mention how gingerly Lane Smith went off after that fantastic goal and didn't have the time as Paris wasted none. Getting back even. Neufeld goes to the overhand. Almost trickles. Almost batted in off the carpet. But Dunkerley got enough of it to keep it from going over the line. High pass. Good job by Watson to corral it. He'll spin around, get it over the timeline. Dunford's on him. He'll peel out, create some space, and find the back door. Good job there. Saunders now. Looking for a screen. Gets one on the run. Trying to tee it up, pops out of his pocket. Halligan now will try to split two, gets it over the timeline. He'll continue to battle. Speedy Matt Lee will try to knock it back. Working hard. Goodwin with him. Lee fishing. Goodwin had it momentarily. Good to see Lane Smith back out there. Goodwin comes away with it. Smith, good, almost had the tic-tac in the finish. Saunders, though, pass eluded him, and now it's going to be Vanderzalm. Isaac. 2-on-1 with Lane Smith. Vanderzalm goes to the shot wide of the mark. Badaways trying to track down that loose ball. Doesn't get it. It's moved up, and it'll be Drake Smith. Smith now as we're under 12 minutes to go here in the fourth. Lee will zip it over. Dawson looking for an opening. Hope beyond him. Keene took his eye off it. Had that go over the timeline. LaPrade's going to hustle to it. LaPrade's going to get a chance. Goes to the far corner, off the post. Lane Smith trying to pick it up, overruns it, and it's picked up by the Riverwolves now, and they'll get it over the timeline. Angus bounces off one check, runs into another, loses it. Battle now as it's on the carpet, fished out by Spear. Too overly aggressive was Hopeby, and possession will remain right here with the Riverwolves. Good win. Does a good fake there, but a better cross-check from Halligan slowed his progress. Dawson, wrong stick side. Lee curling around. Zips it. Saunders from a tough angle. Good job by official Sands to not take the brunt of that shot. And with shot clock winding down to 8, Paris will have to leave it, and it's Lee. Lee now. Neufeld jumps out the back. Neufeld. Tough pass to handle. Handcuffed him in close. And they'll move it up by Otso, not able to get it cleanly. Crawley picks it up, sidearm out. Here come the Shockwave. They'll move it up. Lane Smith, half boards, inching in. Smith puts on the Jets, on the run. Good save by Dunkerley. Rebound, Neufeld takes his time on the reset. Fresh clock for the Shockwave. Neufeld gets a screen, Dumps it over. Pedwell. Pedwell makes a move. Pedwell, good fake. Good save by Dunkley. Rebound over the net by Shanahan. Penalty coming here, and it'll be to Paris as the Shockwave with a fresh clock. Crowley will make that long run to the back door. They'll get that extra attacker out there. We're hitting the 10-minute mark here of the fourth. Neufeld. Pedwell just missed that top corner. Smith picks it up. No reset. He'll size it up. Good quick pass. No finish, though, as Menzies not able to field it cleanly. And to the power play go the Shockwave. St. Kitts has been lethal on the power play, 3 for 6. As they set up one more time, trailing by a handful, 4. Quick stick, and Menzies just found the pad of Dunkerley. And he'll send that away. Looks like could be another delayed penalty. Josh Medeiros, top corner. So Josh Medeiros with his second of the game comes via transition, and it's of the short-handed variety. 9.5 to go here as Medeiros again has been a demon. Gets it again. Medeiros stops, puts on the brakes, goes shovel. Stopped by Crawley, picks it up again. Backhand pass, King. Couldn't connect. Vanderzalm. As LaPrade will trot it over and set things up. Minute 15 to go in a man advantage. Smith, Menzies, Neufeld. Neufeld shot, stopped by Dunkerley. And he'll move it up. Logan Holmes on the attack, dumps it over. Pratt not able to haul in that pass. Dunford now runs into a wall in Keene, but they manage to maintain possession, and it's Vanderzalm. 2 defenders on him. He battles hard in there as it's right up along the boards in front of the Shockwave bench. Vanderzalm comes away with it. He's going to go hard to the net. Vanderzalm checked at the last second, and it'll be Drake Smith that'll move it up to Iotso. Gabe runs into Isaac Vanderzalm, works his way over just in the nick of time. And he again will look for some assistance with Vanderzalm working him over. 10 seconds left in the man short. And the flip there from Saunders goes all the way to Clofer. Clofer goes airborne. Creased the call as the big man got a little lift there. And the Shockwave now with the penalty over. Teams back at full strength, 5 aside. 7:45 to go here in the fourth. Shockwave with some work to do. Neufeld kicks it out. Bataway. Neufeld. No look. Menzies. Again, Helmet getting work there, and Lane Smith picks that up. That's wide of the mark. Got a piece of it, though, so possession will stay right here with the Shockwave as they need a little something here, trailing by 5. Menzies curls around. Smith goes with the shovel, wide of the mark. Menzies tried to track it down. Instead, it's going to be the Riverwolves that pick it up and go to work. Angus, big save made by Crawley. Hunter Angus already has a goal, a transition goal. That came earlier in this game, first quarter. And now it's Seamus Shanahan. Good hesitation. No call on the hold. And Shanahan continues to battle in there. He gets worked over. That's going to be possession right here. Quick play. Pedwell on the quick stick. So a beauty feed from Neufeld results in a quick goal from Pedwell, his third of the game. So the Shockwave continue to battle here with 5:40 to go. Riverwolves now with possession. So it'll be a big W for Chris Driscoll in his solo debut here this season without Jamie Dubrick at the helm to try and come away here with a W. Goodwin, good fake, hesitates, goes to the underhand. That's stopped. Crowley now will get it up to Dunford. Dunford will wait the back door. He's got Lane Smith with him. Dunford, Lane Smith, airborne. Big save by Dunkerley as he closed off the short side. And possession to the Riverwolves now as they get it over the timeline. Moseying in on the 5-minute mark. Lee will get it up and they'll set things up with Dawson. Keene has had himself a fine game today, being the floor general out there. He's made good decisions. Skip pass, Goodwin gets it back, has another look, 5 on the shot clock. Good save by Crawley. Loose again, Goodwin picks it up. Vanderzalm working him over. Again, Goodwin does a good job with the one arm, leans in, ducks in, and then ducks back out. Tries to find Cole Spear far side. Spear had it. Keene, neat spin, looks for a cutter, gets it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Spear, man draped on him on the run, too much bounce. That goes into the gondola. Possession the other way to the Shockwave. Seamus Shanahan. He'll have to work hard, gets that over, and it's Menzies. Menzies looking for an opening. Lane Smith has some room off the crossbar. So Lane Smith just that close to closing the gap to 2 as the crossbar and Dunkerley kept him at bay. Neufeld looking for a screen from Shanahan. Gets it to Menzies. Shanahan now on the curl. Goes to the bounce, 5-hole. Seamus Shanahan has pulled his team to within 1. So have to recheck my counter. Not down 2. Down 2 now. And trying to close the gap with 3:50 to go. And possession, defending champs. They get it in the offensive end. LaPrade will get it up. Neufeld will settle things down. Expect these defending champs to be very deliberate here. Lane Smith kicks it over. Pedwell's had himself an outstanding game offensively. Holds, curls, on the run, stopped by Dunkerley. Rebound, picked up, and LaPrade does a good job to track it down. Fresh clock here for the Shockwave. 3:20 to go. Trailing by 2. Neufeld, half boards left side. He's going to wait for a screen, dumps it. Shanahan spins. Big save by Dunkerley. Shanahan ran out of real estate. And now it'll be Josh Medeiros that will lug it up over the timeline and work some clock. We're at the 3-minute mark here of this game. 2-goal lead for the Riverwolves. Keene. Hard pass gets knocked down. Clofer picks it up. That's going to be possession change, and it's going to go up the other way. Holtby and the Shockwave as they move it up. O'Brien. Menzies puts on the Jets, gets a screen. Tried to go short side, had it blocked. Trying to fish for it was Neufeld. Picked up by the Riverwolves with 2.5 to go. Watson over the timeline. He's in no hurry. Or he sure shouldn't be as he kicks it back out. Dawson had a notion, found Spear. Saunders in the slot area, went to the shovel. Crawley and had it blocked, and that's going to be interference by Saunders. Tough call there as LaPrade now is going to have to work. He gets it with King on him. Finds the back door in Pedwell. Pedwell over to Neufeld. 2 minutes to go here. Fourth quarter. Neufeld. And Lane Smith on the screen and roll. Smith tries a tricky shot. Stopped though by Dunkerley. Rolls on that crease area. Picked up Dunkerley the outlet. And away come the Riverwolves. Curtis Hall will put on the brakes. And he'll teeter on that line. Good pressure from Lee. puts on the brakes, gets it over to Saunders. Saunders with Hopi to beat, goes with a quick shot, right off the logo for Crawley. Minute and a half to go now, and here come the Shockwave. Time not on their side. Gonna have to have a sense of urgency here as they work high up in the top zone. Flip back, regroup, picked up, Pedwell swings it over to Neufeld. Neufeld, 10 on the shot clock, looking for Vanderzalm. Dumps it off, Vanderzalm hesitates. Sidearm gets blocked by Medeiros and then gobbled up by Dunkerley. Beauty throw. Drake Smith not able to field it cleanly. He's got Watson with him as we're under a minute to go now. Flip to Watson. Watson will think better of it, pull it out. Dunford's going to have to extend the D and chase. Spear, half boards, 10 on the shot clock. LaPrade on him. Double team comes. Badaway there to help out. They strip Spear, and timeout called on the play by the Shockwave with 37.9 seconds to go. So set the stage, 37 seconds to go here, and net empty for the Shockwave in favor of the extra attacker. So they're out there with a 6-on-5. Riverwolves run the play. Lane Smith trying to tee up. Has some room. Goes to the top corner. Lane Smith. 24 seconds to go. Shockwave to within one. Lane Smith with pinpoint accuracy has not only notched his third of the game, but pulled the defending champs to within one, and they now have possession here with 20 seconds to go. Neufeld. Here it is. Got to get all the troops. Crawley's in for the extra attacker. 15. Dumped in. Picked up by Medeiros. Medeiros slow roll down the middle. Curling style. And it's in. So Josh Medeiros with the longest, slowest goal you may ever see in this sport. With his third of the game. Should all but seal it as it restores that 2-goal cushion. Didn't have a chance to let our viewers know Peterborough 12-7 winners last night over Toronto. They up their record to 4-2. Toronto falls to 2-5. That will do it for us here as Week 7 is in the books of the Arena Lacrosse League. 16-14, the final for the Riverwolves as they come away with a W over the defending champs. On behalf of JVI Productions, the Arena Lacrosse League, all our volunteers, including Kiki Taylor, we appreciate you. I'm Lance Wynn. We'll catch you next time.